Hey, what's up, AfterBuzzers? Welcome to another after show for Superstore. Tonight we're breaking down spring cleaning because, you know, it's that time of year, so stick around.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Superstore.
Yes.
Superstore.
And we're back. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. I'm your girl, Alina Vision. You can follow me on all social media at Alina Vision. That's Vision with 2 S's. And I got my girls. We're here today.
Hey.
All of
Ladies
us.
night.
Yes.
We're back.
Starting with Miss Kelsey.
Yes, hey guys, I'm Kelsey Hightower, and you can follow me online at Kels Hightower.
Hey guys, I'm Tara Erickson. You can find me on Twitter at the Tara Erickson, youtube.com/Tara Erickson.
Yes. Follow.
Yep.
So, yeah, let's get into the show. First off, what were your guys' first impressions of the show?
Oh, man.
Spring cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Something on my mind.
Right.
Trying to clean out my closet. So I was like, yes, I'm channeling my inner Glenn, inner spring cleaning right now. I'm loving it.
I was just like, thank God somebody decided to hire Bo because he needs a job.
Right.
Yes.
All about Bo.
Yes, Bo is back. I think I actually made this prediction a while ago. I think it's been a while, and I was like, he needs a job at Superstore.
Superstore. You did. You called it.
For sure.
Yep.
But it only lasted an episode.
Yeah. Yes.
That's all we need. Well, I mean, we can always use more Bo in our life, but I feel satisfied with that amount of Bo.
Exactly. Because we haven't seen him in a while, and we're like, where's Bo?
Yeah.
Where's the Bo? Well, he is back, and he is applying for a job at Superstore, and that's where we first start off. And it's just hilarious watching him talk about, like, what he wants to do at the store or not do at the store.
Yeah.
And his, like, goals and aspirations.
Yeah. Basically everything that he doesn't want to do. He lays it out because he's Bo. He's doing the Bo thing.
Doing the Bo thing and going to work, just wanting to get paid that $5,000 and not do anything work-wise.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I could do a job
You know,
like that.
it's only
You know,
gonna take, like, a week to
Right.
get 5 Gs.
if that were the case, sign me up at Superstore. Let's all go.
Exactly. Too funny. I love the fact that when Mateo, when he heard, you know, the grand scheme of Bo, like laughed in his face. I'm like, yeah.
For like 5 minutes.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Hey, Myrtle.
Yeah.
You've been working here for like 30 years. How long is it taking you? Like, how much have you saved up?
$900 and she thinks it's going to take her to Cali.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'll maybe won't even get
That
you.
won't last you
Yeah,
that
maybe
long.
it'll be
40s.
lost in Bakersfield forever.
Exactly.
Myrtle.
Exactly. Bless her heart.
I know.
Bless her heart.
So sweet.
Yeah, so, okay, we'll talk about Bo a little bit later. Let's start off with the morning meeting, spring cleaning.
Yes.
Glenn wants to, you know, clean out the store, do all that, which is appropriate. It's that time of year. But it comes up that Jonah somehow, I can't remember, how did he bring up that he had seen his Glenn's daughter that morning?
He mentioned that Kristen said something this morning to him. Yeah.
Exactly.
I forget what the subject was. I didn't write that down, but
yeah, so we find out she's spending the night.
yeah. Hey, I would spend the night any night, whenever, any day, with Jonah.
Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out there into the ethos. Yeah, and it's so funny to see how, like, Garrett was like, wait, hold on a second. So why were you, it is 6:30 right now.
Right.
Like, what were you guys doing?
Mm-hmm.
Gas station. Although I will say IHOP would have been the best answer for that because IHOP is open all the time.
24 hours.
Yes.
Good call,
Denny's,
Kelsey.
I know.
Yeah.
Not that I have to cover up all the time or I'm the best liar or anything, but
Yeah, IHOP it all the way.
That's the answer all
I
the
didn't
time.
even think about that because I was like, oh my goodness, what is open? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Gas stations.
Yeah.
Yeah, the meeting this morning was really fun because everybody was, you know, calling Jonah out.
Yeah, and I love that Dina knew the differences between a 4:30 gas station meal and a 6 a.m. gas station meal. That they're different depending upon where you go.
Exactly.
Where I'm like, yeah, you seem like you
She knows.
pounded a few breakfasts at the AM PM.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At the Slevin. Absolutely. Yeah, so Glenn and Jonah, that kind of sets up an interesting dynamic for the rest of the show, especially because everyone else at the store is like, oh, Jonah, you know, now that you're dating his daughter, you're going to be his favorite. And yeah, so takes Glenn out for a Mexican meal, which Glenn at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What did you guys think of that whole scene?
I loved it. I'll have a hot dog. Nope.
Yeah.
I'll have a cheeseburger. Nope. I'll have the Mexican cheeseburger then, please, and thank you. Glenn. Oh my God, I love it so much. The most American, like.
That was the best.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that as well. And just Jonah being mortified, sitting there, just 2 quesadillas. Oh, and then I'll have the whatever the Mexican version of a churro is.
Yeah.
Like just a churro, I think, is what it's called.
It was so good. It's just so Glenn. That's like my favorite Glenn comedy.
Mm-hmm. It just made me wonder, like, you're how old and you haven't been to a Mexican restaurant?
Right.
Or seen a Taco Bell commercial
exactly.
or anything.
Like, you don't know what you're missing.
Guacamole.
Exactly. You need to hop on that train.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So in this, they're at the Mexican restaurant. Jonah's like, I really need to get back to work because I don't want to be late. And then, people think you're playing favorites. And so to, like, avoid all that, Glenn's like, well, you can be my assistant. Yay!
Yes.
What would you guys have said if you were in that position with Glenn?
That's a tough one. I mean, you're kind of stuck because
Right.
he's trying to make a good impression. Like, it's just a weird thing. And both of them are kind of the same way. Like, they're both very nice men.
Mm-hmm.
And when Jonah was about to ask his daughter out, then he was like, yeah, that's okay. And he wasn't okay. Like, Glenn was not okay with it, but he said yes anyways. And Jonah's kind of the same way in that he doesn't want to be his assistant, but says yes just to be nice.
Yeah.
Right.
I would have just immediately quit and then been like, listen, we got to get married because I just lost my job over you.
Yeah. Put that pressure on the other person.
Yeah, I'd be like, this is your doing, so find me a job or, all of
Or
those
it's over.
things.
No.
Yeah.
The ultimatum, second date.
Glenn's so awkward. I don't know how I would bring it up. He's just so...
So awkward. Yeah.
Yes.
Super awkward.
Follows him into the bathroom. Oh, we'll go together.
Yes. And
What do you do? You're like,
waiting
I need
for him
space.
to do the business.
He's like the overly attached girlfriend where you're like, I already got a girlfriend. It's your daughter. Back off, Glenn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love how he made him wear the tie, and Garrett and Amy were just ragging on him.
Oh, yes.
That
for
was one of my favorite things.
Cloud9 tie.
He looked precious in that tie, by the way. I thought he was just cute as a button.
Jonah looks precious in everything, Kelsey.
It's true. Remember that always.
How dare you? Yes, I know.
Except Garrett looked genuinely happy, where I'm like, you're trying to dog on him, but also but he kept carrying it through, where I was like, okay, the tie is legit making you happy right now.
Right.
Which I liked, because we don't see a lot of Garrett being, like, genuinely happy.
Yeah, just lit up, laughing. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
in
great.
a good way. Yeah.
Too funny. So moving on with the Glenn and Jonah story. Glenn sees that he's got, Cardinals tickets and obviously wants to take Jonah. Makes this big deal about how he's picking names out of a hat. Didn't even look at the name. Called out Jonah. And then we have, like, the big blow up. We find out Jonah does not want to hang out with him anymore. Oh, poor Glenn.
Poor Glenn.
Poor Glenn.
Yeah. But, I mean, it had to happen.
Had to be done.
I
Had to be
know.
done. He was going a little bit too overboard. He was being very extra. Glenn was being very extra.
Yeah. And remember when he had that whole deal with Cheyenne a few episodes ago? Like, Cheyenne couldn't tell Glenn either how she actually felt on the roof. Was like, listen, you need to, like, nobody can tell Glenn. And then it was just, that's why I think, they needed that for someone to blow up and be like, I don't really want to hang out with you. Just like Cheyenne was like, I don't want to travel around Europe with
world,
Glenn.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
He just attaches.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't let go.
But he had a quick recovery, though. Didn't you guys feel like when he was in there and he goes, no, it's like he was treating him a little like at a foot away, kind of. But at the same time, I felt like Glenn was cool with it. He recovered quickly from the blow up.
He did get a new assistant, though.
He did. Which, I mean, that was
Real
like a
quick.
foot away of like rub it in your face. Like, I'm
Right.
going to, like, you don't hand it to me. You hand it to him first. That was great. But I still feel like Glenn's recoveries for people blowing up at him and him not having a lot of friends and just being like the manager, that he recovers fairly quickly.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. And so now he might have to get rid of his new assistant because there's going to be potential cuts.
I know.
Yeah.
What's going to happen with
don't know.
that? I
That'll
wonder
be
if
interesting to
anybody's going.
see.
Yeah, I
If-
wonder if anyone's going to get cut.
I know. I was
but-
nervous too. I'm like, who are they gonna? But then maybe that was a good ploy to bring Bo back on. No, because he quit already,
quit,
so it's
so-
still.
But maybe
he's
'cause
added
his
in.
paperwork hasn't been done yet. That
True.
he quit. So,
So
maybe
you're right.
like him and the new assistant.
What happened to the guy that lost his fingers?
Oh, yeah, he's been on.
That's right. He has been on. It's just
Yeah,
been a
he's-
while.
What is his name? But he works
In
in the back.
yeah,
in
like
the warehouse.
in the warehouse.
Yeah,
Chad, Matt, something.
something like
Something.
that.
Yeah.
Something.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, we haven't seen him. Bring him back
yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I know. I
mean,
just
we'll
hope
see.
that
We'll see what
Myrtle
happens.
doesn't leave us.
Myrtle's there. Myrtle's a lifer.
She's a lifer.
She is,
She's a
man.
lifer. She still
Even
has
if
to
they
say
did
that-
fire, she's there every day.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she wouldn't understand.
She knows
would just
nothing
show up.
else.
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like Sandra.
Sandra's necessary.
She's
She's
necessary.
totally
See,
necessary.
everybody's
Yeah.
necessary. So
Except
they
for
can't...
apparently the guy with no finger because we can't remember his name and he also hasn't been on an episode or two.
I want to say his name's Jeff.
I think
No.
you're right. I don't
Jeff?
know.
No,
I
that's
don't know.
Mateo's
I don't
ex.
think I would say the live chat will know, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We're not looking at it right now. Sorry, guys.
All right. Well, we spent enough time figuring out who
We
that
did.
guy
We did.
is.
It's
And
fine.
we didn't
Moving
find
on.
a solution, so it's fine.
So let's talk about Amy and Garrett. I liked this storyline.
I did
Them
too.
in the pictures.
Yes.
That was fun.
So
And I
good.
always wonder, like, what happens if people just leave their pictures at, I don't know anyone who really develops pictures anymore,
Yeah.
but I'm sure there's people out there that do.
Mhm.
What happens if they just leave it at a store? Like, do the employees get to go through them? Like, what happens?
Right.
I don't know. And now Amy and Garrett, they just took it upon themselves to go through. Let's try to figure out who this person is.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, what did you guys think about that whole?
Well, they're trying, because they're trying to figure out who it is because there's so many nice things in the photos.
Right.
And everybody's kind of discouraged after Bo's like, trying to make $5,000 in a week, and everyone's kind of like, what happens to all the employees after they leave? They end up in jail.
Or
Whoops.
Yeah.
Smoking meth. Or...
Yeah. Something not great and
Yeah.
fancy. So they're like on this quest and trying to find this person to be friends with or figure out how they did it because, everyone wants to have a French press and have the time to use it.
Yep.
They went full CSI.
They
They
did.
really
Like,
did.
whiteboard, pictures up,
Yep.
marker.
It was
It's
intense.
like Dina level.
It is
Oh,
Dina
that's so
level.
true.
Yeah,
Maybe
Dina
Dina's
should.
kind of rubbing off on Garrett.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. But in more ways than one. Oh my god, that's funny. It took me back to some prom pictures that I took, and I had a horrible sunburn. And I was like, oh god, everybody at Walgreens had to see that. They probably went through it and were like, what was she thinking? And I'm like, yeah, what was I thinking?
That is the thing with pictures when we used to have to take them
Yeah,
in to get them
and then
printed off.
I'm
and
like-
then like they see them before
Right.
we
Do and I'm like, oh my god, this is the worst.
And then you're like sitting there going through, they're like, okay, just, you can make sure everything turned out okay or whatever. And you're like quickly like fanning through and be like, oh my gosh, what's in here? What do I look like?
Yeah, it's the worst.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be
so-
an interesting job to have, I would assume.
Yeah.
That
I
one.
feel like they should have background checks for people who are like
Right?
developing pictures because
No
right? I
kidding.
mean, when you had to get stuff developed, there's stuff going on in those camera rolls that you gotta
Yeah.
I mean,
I
right?
mean, Garrett's looking for.
Garrett's looking for nudie
make-
pics.
He
Nudie
is, that's what,
pic,
and
yeah.
I'm sure he's
Yeah.
found a few. Otherwise, why
Exactly.
would he be looking?
I
Yeah.
love how Jonah's like, there is the internet. You do know about that,
Right,
right?
right,
And he's
yeah.
like, I like the hunt.
Yeah.
I do like Garrett.
So
Oh,
good.
Yeah,
so fun.
so funny. I loved that line. Getting back to Bo, Dina and Bo.
That was
What
fun.
did he call her? She called him a serve
serve
head.
serve head.
head.
Yes.
Oh yeah, serve head.
Yeah. I feel like I
security,
kind of
too.
want to. I'd be a serve head.
Yeah.
Right, like get me up there in the cameras. Let me see what's what. Let me see who's stealing stuff, and then go and I don't know, threaten them
Yeah.
Yeah.
with my fists or something.
'Cause
I
you
would
can't
just
be
detective
armed.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd make me feel important. I'd want the surf head job. I
Yeah.
just realized that, except maybe not with Dina.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
see, we've come to find out that, Bo's looking to rob the place. And I got to talk about Cheyenne, because the whole episode, she knew something was up.
Mm-hmm.
She knew something was weird because he's not that into this job. And
I
he's
agree.
hanging out with, different people, the pharmacist.
Yeah.
And Dina, yeah.
The whole episode, she was just like asking questions. Like
Yeah.
there was like so few statements from Shan.
Right. What are you doing over here talking to the pharmacist?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, exactly.
Why aren't you doing this? You know, like, yeah, that sort of stuff. Which, it was interesting to see them both working together. That would be so hard, I think, to work with somebody that you're in a relationship with and have a baby. Like, you go home, you see them, you come to work, you work with them. That's a lot of togetherness.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Bo and Cheyenne.
Yeah.
It's a
And
lot of Bo and
they're
Cheyenne.
already a lot separately.
And especially it'd be hard to work with a person who you knew didn't want to be there and wasn't taking it as seriously and was concocting some sort of plan you didn't know what
Right.
that could get you potentially both fired. So I feel like she really knows her man.
Yeah.
Like
well,
really
and
well.
Cheyenne loves this job. Like, as much as
Right.
she, you know, I don't know, she does a good job at work, but as long, she, like, hangs out with Mateo and, like, gossips or whatever, but, like, she loves this job, and Glenn has done a lot for her, and I think it's really valuable to her being there. So she's, like, really putting the pressure, or, like, really making a big deal about making sure that Bo doesn't mess up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was tough.
Yeah, because he wanted Flo Rida at the wedding, and
Right.
I know. But in the end, he's just doing everything for them so they can get
Yeah.
Flo Rida.
Exactly. Oh, they're so cute.
They are. So Cheyenne's a breadwinner.
She is.
She
Always has
is.
been.
She is, because he's a what, DJ and
Yeah.
something else. I can't remember what else he said.
I know.
Who knows? I
What
don't
is he
remember.
gonna do for work? How is he gonna be a dad?
I just know he's really good at the air horn.
Yes. Boop, 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 boop.
And that's
I'm out of
it.
here.
I
Yeah.
quit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I quit. He did quit pretty epically, so
Which was great.
yeah.
Bo
only Bo would
status.
do that. Yeah,
I agree.
Exactly.
Well, and the
Exactly.
whole not to go backwards, but kind of, him and Dina work so well together because Dina loves to be, like, in charge and
Right.
da-da-da, and he loved doing surveillance stuff. So I just feel like I liked the characters together.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I think that's it for this. Let's get into predictions.
Sure.
Your
I think about
AfterBuzz
predictions?
TV predictions.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
man.
And here we are.
Yes.
I didn't even think yet.
Jonah's going to break up with Glenn's daughter because it's going to be too much with Glenn as the dad. I think it'll last for one more episode, maybe 1.5, except that half is going to be when he's like, no more. And then finally, just Jonah and Amy, just give it to me some point. I can't handle it. Anyway, I think that's all I got.
Okay,
okay.
I'm gonna go with the Garrett and Dina storyline.
Yes.
That's gonna come back, and we are going to see some more of their relationship, or like whatever they're doing, kind of grow a little bit more. So I'm excited to see something happen with that. But the biggest, once you give yours, I want to know who we think is getting let go, if anything's happening next week.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to jump on your two, but I love both predictions. And then I'm also going to say, I know Jeff was Mateo's boyfriend. That's why I was
Yes,
thinking Jeff.
Yes.
I think he's going to come back around in some sort of fate fashion.
Yeah.
True.
Next episode or the following episode. And he's
Yeah.
going to be like, Mateo, I'm still in love with you. And it's going to be like this whole drama.
It's going to be
Yes.
epic.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to
I
be
see
so
that.
epic.
I'm with you on that.
But as far as who's going to be let go,
Yeah. It's gonna happen.
I don't think anyone's going to eventually get to be let go. I think they're going to figure out some way to keep everyone. I think the assistant, and now that Bo is gone, maybe that was it. But
Yeah.
Or maybe a department for a second. Well, not a whole department. They can't do that. But
No. And it's going to be another epic, just like mono scenes of Jonah and Amy saving the day. They're going to be like, we're going to fix it. Nobody's getting fired. And then they're going to fall in love. And we're never, ever going to see them kiss, as usual.
there
Yeah.
it is.
Per
That's
the
next
usual.
week.
Yeah.
Next week.
Next week on Superstore.
Yeah.
We just did this week and next week.
Exactly. All right. Well, that does it for this. Where can the good people find you guys?
Good people can find me, Kelsey, at Kelsey Hightower.
And you guys can find me on Twitter at the Tara Erickson and youtube.com/Tara Erickson.
Yes, go check them out. And you guys can find me on all social media at Alina Vision. That's Vision with 2 S's. And until next time, I believe we are back next week. Same
Yes.
time, same place. Have a good one.
We quit.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AFTERBUZZTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AFTERBUZZ TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.